Hall. It's Sorting Saturday. Quidditch is here, folks. It is here. The 2021 Quidditch season is upon us. So exciting. And for you new folks, this is how Potterhead Running Club does Quidditch. This is our Quidditch, not to be confused with US Quidditch, our charity partner for the Chaser 15-mile event, which is going on right now, which you should totally sign up for, regardless of whether or not you do PHRC Quidditch. And I am going to be joined by a very special guest today. In fact, the most specialist of all guestists that I could possibly have, my offspring, Rory Biggs. Rory, come join me live. Poof. And there she is, Jazz Hands.
Hello, Jazz Hands.
Jazz Hands. Hello, offspring. How are you today?
I'm good.
I love you. I miss you. I love you. I miss you. Hopefully you love me and miss me too.
You kind of cut out for like that 1 millisecond, so I have no idea what you said, but I love you too.
All right. I love you and I miss you is what I said. Okay, fair enough.
Yes, I miss you too.
All right. So you have all of your tools ready?
I do.
All right. Do you have a hat?
I do. It's a hat. It's a very nice hat. I won't put it on. It won't go with the outfit.
Is that my Nardole cos? No, that's not my Nardole cosplay. That's
this is my own beanie.
That's your own beanie. All right, such a deal. And we also have joining us today artwork created by Kier Hansen and one Rory Biggs. Kier, bring up the board. We're gonna shift over here. Whoop, there we go. And that is our beautiful Sorting Saturday board. The top design done none other than by my offspring right there. The very talented and lovely Rory May Biggs. So folks, welcome to Sorting Saturday. So I'm gonna check over here for your comments, make sure you're here. I see Facebook user is so excited. And I'm saying, woohoo, Rory, hello, Rory.
Hi.
None of them are happy to see me. Is it a yellow hat or is it an orange hat?
It's a bright yellow hat.
It's a bright yellow hat. So it might benefit Hufflepuff, is what you're saying.
A little bit, but I'm also wearing a red snake shirt. So I've got everybody but Ravenclaw. I'm sorry, Ravenclaw.
All right, so Rory,
I don't wear much blue.
Rory, go pluck some feathers off the chickens and put them in your hair. That way you have feathers to match. And
I have no blue. It's very sad. I should have put on like blue jeans on.
It's something. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Ravenclaw.
Sorry, Ravenclaw. Well, it was not intentional. But hello to Jessica and Jessica. Oh, fair enough, Brandy. They say that they see me more than you, and that's why they're all very excited to see you.
That is true. That is true.
They're bored.
I think what they're saying is they should see me more.
Entirely.
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
My child always wanting to go live.
I like attention.
All right. So here's how it's going to work, folks. The wonderful Rory May
the mother
and provided a Ravenclaw feather. Now we have all houses represented.
It's just like it's okay.
That's lovely. So now there's some Ravenclaw representation.
There you go.
There you go. Yes, the noble house of Rowena Chicken.
I think I want to say this is a Skylar sister feather.
It's probably a Skylar sister feather, yes. It's either Hengelica or Egg Liza, but not and Peggy. Anyway, but the one Facebook user says it's a great feather, so we'll go with it. We'll say it's an eagle feather.
It kind of looks like an eagle feather. It's the right color. It does
look like an eagle feather. You could totally throw someone off with that one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So it is Quidditch time. It is time to do Sorting Saturday. So here's what we're going to do. We are Rory has slips of paper that were prepared well in advance.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well in advance. These are quality papers. Quality papers.
Scribble.
I was scribbling them as the 30-second countdown was going down.
They don't even know. But once she's going to pull that out, hopefully be able to read her own handwriting, and then so when she says the names of the matchup, they will move up into a match. So, for example, and so this is me telling Kier to test this out. If I were to pick, say, House Ghosts and Dementor Bob, which in fact is a matchup, so Kier can grab those icons and move them up to the matchup. So matchup number 10, we already know what it's going to be. It's going to be House Ghosts versus Dementor Bob in the head-to-head matchup. So those are teams made up of faculty, independents, and people who don't want to necessarily be on their house team, or there wasn't room or whatever. They show up late. Lots of reasons. Some people were on the House Ghost team last year. I'm rocking the House Ghost shirt from last year. Some people are OG Bobs, and they don't want to run on anything other than a Dementor team. Rock on. You'll have the opportunity later this week to sign up for those teams, but that will be a direct head-to-head matchup, House Ghosts versus Dementor Bob. We also have the 4 founder teams: Rowena's Eagles, Helga's Badgers, Godric's Lions, and Salazar's Snakes. And those are in the Founders Challenge. Kier, go ahead and move those up into their spots in no particular order. There's no order preference there, but Kier's moving those up, and we can see all of his lovely little aligning lines, getting it all perfectly squared. It's lovely. Folks, if you haven't seen you may not have seen all the avatars yet because other teams' avatars are in their common rooms, but you'll be able to see all the avatars. Dawn put some amazing detail into these, didn't she, Rory?
They are amazing, and I think you all need to appreciate her more and tell her how much, how amazing they are, because they're really, really cool. And I watched her as she just sat there on the computer and never stopped. I don't think she took a break once, so appreciate her.
For days.
It was like weeks. It took a really long time, and so you should appreciate them.
But there's also very fine details. There's Easter eggs in many of the avatars. You got to look very closely. If you look, the Godric Lions one, for example, on the hilt of the sword, there's a story. Basically, there's a story on the hilt of the Godric Lion sword, and there's also a teeny tiny little kitty cat, all puffed up like it's very amazing. So that's how it's going to work. Rory's going to give us a matchup, and then we will move the avatar into the correct matchup. Now, it is very important to note that a year ago we were able to get through all of sorting Sunday that time, but through the sorting day without ever having an invalid matchup, which means we didn't accidentally pick 2 Hufflepuff teams or Ravenclaw versus Ravenclaw. And all of the math worked out. So we didn't have a scenario where you had a Ravenclaw versus Ravenclaw, which obviously we can't have 2 house teams versus each other, 2 teams from the same house versus each other. And we got very lucky last year, Rory. Would you not agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got very lucky.
Like the odds of getting through that without a single pullback were low. So the odds are that we will have to pull back things. Now, there are certain scenarios that mathematically cannot occur. For example, there is no scenario that will work out that will allow someone to not have a matchup versus Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw will have at least one matchup with each house. While it's possible that Slytherin, for example, with only 3 teams in the sorting challenge, might not face off against a particular house or might face off only against Ravenclaw, it is not possible for someone to have no matchups versus Ravenclaw. So there's a few different scenarios, and once I start seeing a scenario, if it's looking like one of those impossible scenarios has come to pass, we may pull back a match or 2. I may have Kier take back match 5 and match 4, for example, and have them pulled back. And I just noted, yeah. So never mind. So no, never mind. I thought I saw something. I was wrong.
Someone did the math.
Predictive text fund. What? Someone did yeah, I did the math. But anyway, yes, it was magic last year. Oh, there was a 7%. Oh yeah, it was a 7% chance that we would get it all on the first try without any problems. It was a 7% chance, and we threaded that needle. So I don't count on doing that again. So folks, do not count this board matchup as final until we get all the way to the end. Okay, that's the big thing. Don't say, well, but the matchup was supposed to be this, and then you took it all away. Yeah, I did, because it wasn't going to work. All right, so that said, don't they know how important this is? Shush. Anyway.
Congrats, Facebook user, on your first Quidditch.
Oh, a first Quidditch. Congratulations.
Yeah, I got a first Quidditch here.
It's all right. You don't have to watch all of this. The whole point is this will all be publicized later. By the way, when we're done with this, I will upload all this into the rules. I will send that to Barb. Barb will upload new rules, and I will be back live via Facebook Live from my phone at 4 o'clock Eastern time to go over the rules for this year for everyone who's new. But let's get into the sorting in case this takes a while. So, Rory, pull me two.
Okay.
The first matchup.
Okay. First team.
First team
Go
is
Power Grangers.
Go Power Grangers. Go Power Grangers moving up to match 1, and their opponent is going to be
Eat, Run, Love Good.
Eat, Run, Love Good from the House of Rowena Ravenclaw. Yes, so there's your first Gryffindor versus Ravenclaw matchup. Excellent. All right, set those aside. Don't throw them away because we may need those back. But set them aside. They're not back in the hat. Give me the second matchup.
We've got Yo Diggory.
Yo Diggory. I like the way you work it. Yo Diggory. That is a Hufflepuff team. Versus
War and Beaks.
War and Beaks. Yes, that is a very short title for a very long name, for a very long book, rather. War and Peace, War and Beaks. I love all of the literature titles, all the literature puns. Ravenclaw, it's awesome. So that's your first Hufflepuff v. Ravenclaw. So we're good so far. Match number 3, Rory.
No main, no gain.
No main, no gain. One of our most colorful avatars. It is a beautiful, beautiful avatar from the Gryffindor house. And we're going to pull from next. Their opponent is?
Raven Player 1.
Raven Player 1 versus No Main, No Gain. All right, so we got 2 Gryffindor versus Ravenclaw and 1 Hufflepuff v. Ravenclaw. 3 Ravenclaw matchups identified.
Okay.
All right, match number 4. We're doing good so far. We're doing good. We're all still legal.
Addercadabra.
Addercadabra. Bring it in, our first Snack team, and their opponent is
Claudacy.
Not by Homer, but by Hover. I like it. All right, so there's your Ravenclaw. So now Ravenclaw has a matchup with at least one of all 3 opposing houses. Okay, that's good. Next one, match 5. We're doing great.
Ready, set, go.
Ready, set, go from the Badgers.
Which is, I appreciate puns.
Oh,
because I didn't know what a set was.
You didn't know what a set was? Oh, no.
My mother had to explain that to me. And their matchup, their team, is Hold My Firebolt.
Hold My Firebolt. So we have a Gryffindor v. Hufflepuff. This is our first non-Ravenclaw matchup. Hold My Firebolt is awesome because it does indicate that Gryffindors go beyond Leroy Jenkins. That they do.
Which, wow.
That's a level of intensity. All right. Match number 6.
Slitherati.
Slitherati.
Its paper's falling apart.
It's more like Slytherin because it's more like confetti, but like confetti. So Slitherati.
Right.
Slitherati. We'll go with Slitherati. It's less Illuminati, more glitter.
Crap.
Well,
Dark Smarts.
All right, Dark Smarts. Put that one back in. So that was but that was it's not an illegal matchup. It's just, well, that's an illegal matchup, but it doesn't like throw off a scenario. So that one you can put it back.
Okay.
We broke our streak. But
All fired up.
All fired up. Give me all fired up here versus Slytherin. I would like to point out at this point, this is an important side commentary, that last year there were no Gryffindor v Slytherin matches. And right now, you have 3 Gryffindor teams identified: Go Power Rangers, No Main, No Gain, and Hold My Firebolt. And you still do not have a Gryffindor versus Slytherin matchup. Is it possible we go 2 years in a row with no Slytherin v Gryffindor?
Oh, there's a glitch. They were saying something went wrong.
Streaming
issue. I can see you. Can you hear me, Rory?
Yeah, I can see you. We can see each other, but they can't see us.
No, yeah, they're having, there's some sort of an issue with Facebook. It is now saying that it does not like the live stream. We're still streaming on YouTube. Facebook is having a problem at the moment. I'm not sure if it's allowing me to be able to repair that.
Okay.
So,
drop the YouTube link.
Well, no, I want to try to get this functioning again.
Peeves.
I totally expect that Nargles are behind this.
Or Peeves, or they're working together.
I'm being told that if the streaming issue to Facebook continues, that we need to halt the broadcast and begin again, or just remove ourselves from the Great Hall and come back into the Great Hall, remaining live throughout.
Can we let's remain live, pull ourselves out of the Great Hall, and then re-enter.
Will do. Okay, we're gonna do that now. So I'll convey that to our RTI team, and we'll attempt it right now. Talk amongst yourselves for about 30 seconds or so.
Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, we're still on YouTube, so we probably shouldn't pick our nose or anything. We'll just do silly names.
Go live now. We should be live again.
Oh, all right.
Add a new link.
All right. So the old link has stopped. New link has begun. Oh, Cassie says, "Hi, guys."
Hi. Sorry about that. Peeves and the Nargles teamed up.
Is that what this is going to look like?
What's that?
This is going to look like 2 different posts?
It may look like 2. Yep. I think when it archives, people will be able to watch the entire broadcast. But I'm backing out again because I'm not part of the show. Bye.
Bye. All right. So we're back, and we're back. Yes, people. Let's give people a few moments to go through this. Now, while we're waiting for people to come on, please give us your thoughts, because I know you've thought about this quite a bit. Give me your thoughts on why Hufflepuff is the best house. Or is it Slytherin?
See, the thing is that I am technically in Hufflepuff on Facebook. I am technically in the Hufflepuff group. However, I am sort of like all houses, but mostly not Ravenclaw. Sorry, but mostly Hufflepuff and Slytherin, like combined. I'm a Slytherpuff.
Like your father.
You. Yeah.
Like your father before you.
Except a major flaw that I find in me being a Hufflepuff is that I cannot find things, ever. And I have heard that Hufflepuffs are notoriously good finders. I am not.
More importantly, do you have an audition coming up?
I do, in fact, tomorrow. Oh, that's nice.
Madison Arts Barn, our local community theater for children, one of the 2 local community theaters for children, is putting on a production of certain magical qualities about a particular school of magic and 7 rather eventful years that took place there. Ladies and gentlemen, my child is auditioning for
Puffs. I've seen it like too many times. An uncomfortable amount of times.
My child, if my child turns out to be Zach Smith, I don't know if I will be able to contain myself.
I believe I've also met Zach Smith.
No, you met Ernie. You met Ernie.
I met Ernie, right.
Yes, you met Ernie. who also plays Snape, and they play multiple characters. Your mother comments, you were also a teenager as well as Hufflepuff, so being a good finder gets canceled out.
That's true.
That is true. All right, we've given everyone a chance to come back and join us here for Second Live. But yes, my child is auditioning for Puffs this week. I am super excited. That is good stuff. All right, so as we were saying before, Facebook so rudely interrupted us. Right now, we've got a Gryffindor versus Ravenclaw matchup in matchup 1. We've got a Hufflepuff versus Ravenclaw matchup in 2. Matchup number 3 is Gryffindor versus Ravenclaw, number 2. Match number 4 is Abracadabra versus Clawdacy, so that's a Slytherin versus Ravenclaw. You've got a Badger versus Lion matchup in match 5 with Ready, Set, Go and Hold My Firebolt. And then in match 6, it's Slytherati versus All Friared Up, which is very much an homage to the Friar from Robin Hood, the animated Robin Hood movie, who was a Badger. So that's pretty fantastic. But what we do not yet have is a Gryffindor versus Slytherin matchup, and there's only one more Slytherin team and only one more Gryffindor team left to go. So let's see what happens, Rory. Let's do matchup number 7.
Horde of Rings.
Horde of Rings.
Horde of the Rings.
That's
Horde of the Rings. I wrote Horde of Rings.
Yeah, that's right. That's fine. Horde of the Wings, which sounds like I can't pronounce Lord of the Rings, but that's the whole point.
See, you texted me Horde of Rings.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. I was like, is that?
Oh, sure. Blame the guy who texted you. Fine. All right, so it's a Ravenclaw matchup. Who is their opponent?
Long Bottoms Up.
Long Bottoms Up, ladies and gentlemen, for 2 years in a row, no Gryffindor versus Slytherin. The great rivalry of Hogwarts is going to wait another year. So now we know that the final 2 matchups, my gosh, Rory, we're going to get through this the first time with no incorrect matchups. We can just put it right back in. We're going to do it 2 in a row.
Whoa.
Because the scenario is going to work out. Yeah, we pulled one team name, Slytherin versus Slytherin, but that doesn't really count as improper thing. We don't have to pull back any matchups because we know it's going to be a Hufflepuff versus Ravenclaw and a Slytherin versus Ravenclaw. We know it's going to happen, but who's getting Diadem Files and who's getting Flight Club? Rory, pull match number 8, please.
Flight Club.
Flight Club.
And
versus
Badger to the Bone. Or Badger to the Knee, because it ripped wrong.
Badge to the bone. All right, and the last one, because they're there, it's Dark Smarts versus the Diadem Files. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it through another sorting Saturday with a fully legit scenario. No incorrect matchups. We did it 2 years in a row. And for the second year in a row, no Gryffindor versus Slytherin matchup. Wow, what is that going to be next year when we finally have a Gryffindor versus Slytherin matchup?
Will we have a Gryffindor and Slytherin matchup?
We do not have one.
But will we next year? We don't know.
I don't know. When it will eventually happen. In an infinite universe, it will eventually occur. And now Rory's rocking her bright yellow hat.
It didn't look good with the outfit.
You always look good in the beanie. It's all good.
I've got it. It's here.
It's your comfort beanie.
It's a good beanie.
It's your good beanie. It's a whoopee beanie. So, folks, there is your matchups sorting Saturday. Do not forget to sign up for the Chaser 15 Mile. We are, admittedly, you know what? We're taking it in a casual pace for this one. We are a little bit behind, but we extended it 2 full weeks all the way through Quidditch. So as you're earning your miles for Quidditch, you get your miles for Quidditch, you can earn your medal. So earn while you burn. So while you're doing Quidditch, you're going to do a whole lot more than 15 miles. While I cannot demand or require, I fully expect and encourage all those who are participating in the Quidditch and others and cheering for Quidditch to get the Quidditch-themed medal. The Chaser 15 Mile supporting USQ, which is doing Quidditch in the real world. And this is an organization that is near and dear to my heart and many of us because it was one of the first organizations to put our fandom into the real world and really take their passion for our fandom and put it in the real world. So these are Potterheads who have made a real thing out of something they loved from the books. So please support USQ, support these athletes, and support their mission, and support their new initiatives for more inclusivity. Very important work that they're doing. So please sign up for the Chaser 15 mile. And so many of you are close to goal 2. Hufflepuff has already made goal 2. And so Hufflepuff's kind of crushing it. And so y'all need to sign up. That's the way it works.
We do have some questions. We've got some questions. We've got, did we find out who is captaining which team yet? Did we? I don't know this. I'm not the one to answer. You would know. I don't know. Do we know who is captaining?
Yeah, you will find that out, I believe, on Monday. So that's why we didn't do Sorting Sunday on Sorting Sunday. We did it on Saturday to give the houses an extra day to figure out their captains, and because now they know who they're going against. So that may change their strategy depending on whether or not they're going against this house or that house. Someone may have a particular burning desire to go up against a particular house. So that's all part of the strategy. So you will know by Monday.
Next question.
Yes.
Will the avatars be on TeePublic this week?
I don't think so, because you don't know what team you're on yet. Barb, if you would like to comment as to what day the designs are going up on TeePublic, I don't know the answer to that.
Barb says that we do have a captain's list, but
that.
They're not designated.
Hiddles has the answer. Avatars on TeePublic on Tuesday. That is the answer. And Barb has reiterated on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And also on Tuesday is a live Q&A, or as I like to call it, Quidditch and Answers with USQ. Their leaders, organizers, and some players are going to be joining us live here in the Great Hall via StreamYard at 7 p.m. Eastern time, I believe is the time. So I will be live here on StreamYard with them. And hopefully you guys will come ask some questions and hear about real world Quidditch and what it's like doing a magical sport in the Muggle world. So super exciting stuff.
I played real life Quidditch only once.
Yeah, but okay. Don has brought up some weird point that we're supposed to celebrate the anniversary of her going into labor.
Actually, I think her going to labor was the day before, wasn't it?
It was a full day before. It was 29 and a half hours. 29.5 hours.
Yeah,
That's why you owe your mother extra presents every Mother's Day, because it took 29 and a half hours of labor for you to show up.
I heard her laugh downstairs.
Yes, Rory is turning 15 years old on Tuesday. And as her father is away in Brooklyn on a military mission, that usually involves a pony.
Pony
or an expensive electronic device, one of the two.
Ooh, that too. That would be nice. Yeah.
There's guilt. Mm-hmm. And Rory encourages guilt.
Yes.
If it means the teenager gets what she wants for her birthday, then yes. Hi, Sharon. How you doing? But yes, Rory's birthday is Tuesday, the 27th.
Michelle says a new chicken. I'm good on the more chickens.
Yeah, we're fine on chickens.
There's a lot. We have a lot of chickens. They're mean. Well, not all of them, but most of them.
Not all of them. Some of them are mean. But really, only one of them is really mean to humans.
Yeah, and then he kind of told all the other chickens to be mean to the other chickens.
Yeah,
that's what the ladies leave us alone. It's really the rooster.
Really the rooster.
We didn't want them.
Like I said, this was supposed to be Sorting Saturday, not Chicken Saturday. So I gotta cut it off, but I do have to revise some rules and drop them in the Great Hall, or give them to Barb so she can drop in the Great Hall. So, kiddo, it is good to see you. I love you. I miss you.
I miss you
and
too.
I'll see you in a few weeks.
Yes.
Break a leg in your audition.
I shall, hopefully.
Zach Smith or bust?
Yeah.
Zach Smith.
Or Bippy. You know what? I'd take Bippy. I would take Bippy. I would take Bippy.
All right. That's it, folks. Thanks so much for joining us for Sorting Saturday. Hey, we made it through another one without any errors, which is fantastic. But also, no Gryffindor v Slytherin matchups. Very strange, keeping the Lions and the Snakes apart for another year.
You gotta keep them separated. They can't be trusted against each other. You gotta.
Fair enough. They do have history. There have been rogue bludgers in the past. They have history. All right. That's it, folks. Have a wonderful day. Kier, take us away. Bye, kiddo.
Bye.